Okay, so first I'm going to start by responding to the claim that fracking is consuming a lot of water. So first of all, water used for fracking can actually be treated and reused in fracking wells, which, according to an article, simultaneously alleviates water supply and wastewater disposal problems. Advanced treatment of produced water to remove salt and radioactive materials enables recycling of all fracking waters. And there's actually, as technology progresses, we're getting better and better at these technologies, so the more we do it, the more water we'll be able to recover. And an article said that research on reusing water used for fracking is making progress. The new research turns a ceramic membrane with microscale pores into a superhydrophilic filter that essentially eliminates the common problem of fouling, which is the pollution of water by fracking. And then natural gas plants actually use less water than coal and nuclear. Conventional coal plants use 20,000 to 50,000 gallons of water per megawatt hour of energy produced, while nuclear plants use 25,000 to 60,000, compared to natural gas plants, which use only 7,500 to 20,000 gallons per megawatt. And compared to the amount of water consumed in California overall, fracking really makes a small fraction of it. According to Drought Fact Check, How Much Does Fracking Really Use by Chris Clark, the water used for fracking in 2014 was just 0.00069% of California's total water consumption. So compared to, like, as a state, it's not really a problem in terms of our water consumption. And particularly in California, shale is at shallow depths, which means that the water intensity of fracking in California is much less than other parts of the United States. And then I have a quote here: in California, each fracking operation uses an average of 140,000 gallons, compared to in Texas, it uses 30 times as much, or 4.25 million gallons of water. And now I'm going to respond to the claim that fracking pollutes water sources. Chemists at the University of Texas at Arlington published a study that indicates that contamination from fracking wells are highly variable, but result more from operational inefficiencies than from the extraction process itself. So the water pollution that's caused by fracking is not necessarily because of fracking itself, but it's more because of mistakes that are made during the process. And then a study by the Department of Energy examined one fracking well and found no contamination in the groundwater, which is just a case study showing that not all wells are polluting groundwater. And the reason for this is that the fracking occurs at a different level than the water aquifers typically are. I have a quote here: the depth of most shale gas deposits drilled is between 6,000 and 10,000 feet, and water aquifers exist at an average depth of 500 feet. And then in 2015, in an assessment of fracking, the EPA stated that we did not find evidence that these mechanisms have led to widespread systematic impact on drinking water resources in the United States. And then to finally respond to the claim that fracking causes infant health issues, an article called "Hydraulic Fracturing Decreases Infant Health Study Finds" said that in contrast, the study found no evidence of impacts on infant health among babies born to mothers living further than about 2 miles from a fracking site. These results suggest that hydraulic fracturing does have an impact on infant health, but only at a very localized level. And that is all.